We are live.
And we are live. It's a show time.
How are
Welcome,
you, Miss Eve?
everyone. I'm good. How are you, Mr. Joel Therien?
I'm doing well. Hey, welcome everybody. We already see everybody started letting us know where they're piping in from. Very important, very pivotal call tonight. Um, uh, by the way, to those, because we're exploding, guys, all over the world. And no, I didn't come here to monetize the whole call. Eve will be doing the call, but she wanted the moral support, so I understand that. Guys, everything, what we did, okay, because we are growing internationally, is we pre-recorded what we're not going to pretend that it's live. We pre-recorded everything about the comp plan so that come tomorrow we'll start take that pre-recording and put it into other languages as well. Okay, so we'll be doing that for you guys. We'll get it into Spanish, French, Italian, all the languages that we're really growing in, and so forth. So let while more and more people come in, guys, let's just give you a little bit more of a background how this transpired. Um, Over the past year, we've had an amazing year, almost 59,000 people. But, again, being brutally honest with you guys, I came to realize, thanks to people like Randy Ostrom, who I'm sure is on the call, and Chris and Tammy, and a few other people who've been involved in pure play network marketing, really made me realize why over the past year, even though we've had some phenomenal growth, we weren't getting the biggest network marketers in the world. And what I came to realize was that we were really running more of an affiliate program than we were a network marketing program. So I would say, guys, that come July 1st, we're graduating from being an affiliate networking company in the Gotbackup space to a true pure network marketing organization with amazing, amazing bonuses. So let's start just by saying the things that don't change, guys, is your customer acquisition, your quick start does not change at all. Your binary doesn't really change at all. And that's where our compensation plan sort of stopped before.
Binary is changing, but for the better. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, there's still a binary component, right?
Right.
After that, guys, there's 6 other bonuses that we're putting into place that really make a difference. So we did the pre-recording, guys, but we will be here with you all watching the pre-recording. We did that so that we can watch for questions in the text chat. What we ask you to do is try to limit your questions until after the pre-recording is over, and then Eve and I will spend as much time needed, up to an extra hour, to answer all the questions that you guys have. And then that way we will have a nice replay of all the questions that's come in real time, and we'll do our best to answer them. If we can't answer it, we will get the answer for you, okay? Because it wasn't really Eve or I that built out the comp plan. It was Randy Ostrom. So thank you, Randy, for your genius mind bringing in the Gotbackup. And I will tell you this, we are landing many, many, many leaders, guys. And all it takes is one leader in your downline to totally and financially change your life, okay? Anything you want to say, Eve, before we start the recording?
Yes. Well, again, hello everyone. Thank you so much for coming here, and we are very excited to share with you new compensation plan. And before we start playing the video, which we did yesterday, it's about 40 minutes video, so it's a little bit lengthy, but compensation plan, just wanted to say that it will look, and you many of you already have an idea because Randy was introducing to it in his in our previous webinars. But I just wanted to let you know to not get scared, and if you don't understand it completely, it's okay. It's absolutely okay. That's why we are doing it almost 2 weeks in advance, because new compensation plan will start take place on July 1st. So on July 5th, I don't remember if it's the what day is it, but we will still be calculating binary commissions for June in our previous, per our current compensation plan. But starting from July 1st, the new compensation plan will take place. So that's why we are doing this in advance, so you get ready, so you understand it, so we have enough time to reply to all your questions. A very professional video is coming along that will explain compensation plan even better, with all the graphics and stuff like that. And after the webinar, we will introduce you to your new commissions rank per new compensation plan. So I think it's a good introduction and we can start, I guess. So yes, if you can just keep your questions because they will just get lost in all the chats. So once we finish the video, then we will really spend a good time just addressing all your questions.
And so, guys, I put it in the text chat already. But if the video resolution isn't strong enough for you to follow along in the PowerPoint that she's presenting, I just put it in the text chat. Feel free to click on that link and follow along if you like to. This is the PowerPoint that Yve is using in the video itself. So again, the procedure now is we're going to stay along here with you. We're not going to pretend that this video is live. Yve recorded it yesterday so that we can watch it with you, and then we will stay for up to an extra hour on top. So that just heads up, this is not going to be a 20-minute call. This is a very important call because we're going to go to $1 billion with this comp plan, and I truly know that. So don't treat this webinar like, oh, I'll be on for 5 minutes and I'm off doing something else, okay? So the video itself is about 40 minutes. And then, like I said, after the video is over, write your questions down. Save your questions, like Yves said, till after. And again, let me post it one more time. If you want to follow along, there is the PDF or the PowerPoint that she used. So without further ado, we will start the video. The video is about 40 minutes long. And then we are staying here with you guys, and we will answer all the questions after we go through the compensation plan. So I'm going to kick you out here, Yves. I'm going to kick myself out, guys, and let's play that video for you.
All right, so new compensation plan. Everybody was asking. Here we are revealing it. So just want to warn you that it will look somewhat complicated, but just remember, you are looking at it for the very first time. So we will go detailed about it. In my video, I will try to explain as detailed as I can. And after the video, we will have all your questions answered, okay? So let's start. Okay. So look at the first chart, and we will start just explaining that new compensation plan will give you 7 ways of collecting commission. So 7 ways. Let's just remember our current compensation plan. So you basically get the customer acquisition bonus, and then you get cycles and where it ends. So look at this one. So the first bonus is the customer acquisition bonus. And again, this is just a brief introduction, and we will go deeply and more detailed about each of them. Okay, then when you enroll a new member, we will pay you a bonus, right? Then tier 1 and tier 2 cycles earning bonuses. Then cycle match bonuses, generational bonuses, dynamic compression on generational bonuses, rank bonuses, and leadership bonus. So all together 7 bonuses. And let's just look at let me just pull the new slide. So this slide will show you exactly what ranks. So we still have the 14 ranks as we have right now, and what what bonuses can make, okay? So let's see. So copper, you don't have to have any rank just to earn on a customer acquisition bonus, right? You enroll the customer, we are paying you a customer acquisition bonus. Again, we will talk about it more detailed as we are moving with our slides. So copper can get tier 1 cycle, silver can get tier 1 cycle, gold can get tier 1 cycle, okay? So as you notice, we have tier 1 cycle and we have tier 2 cycles. The cycles are still built the same way, 4 on the larger leg, 2 on the lesser leg. Altogether, 6 members paid and active will create a cycle. The difference between tier 1 and tier 2 is how much we pay per cycle, okay? So tier 2 cycles will usually be more what we pay per cycle than in tier 1 per cycle. So copper, silver, and gold, again, everybody can get a bonus, customer acquisition bonus. Then copper, silver, gold will collect tier 1 cycles. Starting with gold, gold will also collect on 3 generations. And again, this is very new to you, right? Some of you may be familiar with generations, but as I'm explaining to you, we will go over it. Starting with Sapphire, Sapphire can collect tier 2 cycles, can collect 4 generations, can collect dynamic compression, and look at this. So we have cycles match. Right now in the current compensation plans, we have just binary. We do not pay cycle match on, we do not pay matching check on cycles. And look at that, with the new compensation plans, the cycle match could be as high as 100%. What that means? It means if I collected my own, let's say 500 cycles, and I have a personally enrolled member who collected also 500 cycles. So in addition to my 500 cycles, I will collect. So let's say my rank is Black Diamond, and so you can see Black Diamond can collect 100% cycle match. So in addition to my 500 cycles, I will also collect additional 500 cycles from my personally enrolled member. Or like look at the Sapphire. Sapphire gets 25%, which is amazing. So if I collect 500 cycles, and I am a Sapphire, and my personally enrolled member also collects, let's say, 100 cycles, right? On addition to my 500, I will still collect 25 cycles from that member. And just imagine how many personally enrolled members you can have that are collecting cycles, and you will be collecting cycle match depending on your rank, either 25%, 50%, or 100% on every single one you're personally enrolled. Like, how it can get any better, but look at that. So being a Sapphire, I can also collect, so we said that 25% match check. I can also collect rank pool bonus, okay? And we will go to that, we will explain what that is. Starting with the Ruby rank, I can collect tier 2 cycles, and again, the difference between tier 1 and tier 2 is how much we pay per cycle, right? Ruby can collect on 6 bonus on 6 generations, can get a dynamic compression, can get, oh my goodness, 50% on a cycles match on personally enrolled, can get a rank pool, and also can get a leadership bonus. So 7 amazing bonuses. Again, the current compensation plan stops with cycles. Look how much more we are going to give you guys. So let's move to another slide, which just shows you we will still stick with 75% allocation payout, and this is how we are going to distribute the money between the bonuses. So the customer acquisition bonus will go 25% to the cycles, and cycle match we will put 37%, right? Generation and dynamic compression starts with the subsequent order, which means because every time you enroll a new customer, we are paying you customer acquisition bonus, which I will cover in the next slide. So you will collect dynamic compression and generation bonus on the same member. Let's stick to the word member on the next his payment, okay? Rank pools, for the rank pools we are putting 9%, and the leadership will also put 4%, okay? And we will talk more deeply and more detailed about every single one so that you understand what I'm talking about, okay? So now let's start with, we still have the same ranks, okay? So if you look right now, we still have the 14 the same ranks. So bronzer is the lowest one, the highest one is the Black Diamond, okay? And this is the new requirements. So right now, all the ranks are based on how much commissions you made, right? So you made 500 commissions, you are this rank, right? You made $20, you are this rank. So the new rank requirements are not they do not depend on how much commissions you have made, but more on your whole team effort, okay? So let's talk about that more. So let's just, there is something new that probably we have not used in our previous compensation plan. So this is called copper per line of enrollment. And what is, so as you can see, say LOE, it's a line of enrollment. So line of enrollment starts with your personally enrolled member, okay? So let's say Eve, I enrolled JB, I enrolled Mike, I enrolled Robbie. So this is my 3 lines of enrollment because they all started with me, okay? I personally enrolled them. So to be a bronze, you basically just need to enroll one user, okay? No other requirement, you just have to enroll one user and you are becoming automatically a bronze. Now, copper, you have to enroll 2 users, and very important, the placement. Placement is how you place your users in your downline tree. One has to be placed in the left, one has to be played on the right. So very important, when you have a new user, you have to think where you want to place, left or right, where you don't have enough users that would qualify you for this or that rank, okay? So with copper, you have to enroll 2 users, place one on the left and the second one on the right. Now, to be a silver, you have to enroll 2 people, okay, 2 users. You have to place one on the left, one on the right, and also you have to have at least 1 copper. And copper is who? Copper is the person who personally enrolled 2, placed one on the left, one on the right, okay? Now, let's move to gold. To be a gold, you have to personally enroll 5 people. 99% of you on this webinar have enrolled 5 people. I'm sure about that. You have to enroll 5 people. You have to place 2 on the left, 2 on the right. And now, interesting, right? This gets a little bit more confusing, but it's not. So 3 lines of enrollment need to have at least 1 copper. And who is the line of enrollment? The line of the enrollment is the person that starts with you as the sponsor. So again, Yves, I enrolled Robbie, so Robbie is my first line of enrollment. So and line starts with him. So he has to be either himself copper or he needs to sponsor a copper, okay? So 3 lines of enrollment need to have at least 1 copper. Now, to be a gold, also there is 2 more requirements. So you can see we have enrollment tree and 2 team tree. There is a little difference between these 2, and let me just pull the slide where I can explain it better. Okay, on this particular slide you can see we have enrollment tree and we also have a 2 team tree. So enrollment tree, it starts with you in this particular example. Let's see, it's me. I enrolled this person, this, and this, and this. So I'm basically a gold because I enrolled 5 people. And so this is my 2 team tree. The rest people, we either enrolled by this person. So your enrollment tree starts with you, and it doesn't include spillovers. The 2 team tree is everything what you can see below you. So your enrollment tree plus spillover. Okay, I hope that makes sense and it's not too confusing. So let's go back again to the new requirements to be this or that rank. So we stopped at the gold. So again, gold has to have, the gold needs to enroll 5 people, place 2 on the left, 2 on the right. 3 lines, and again, line of enrollment is a person that was personally, it starts all with you. You personally enroll, so this starts your line of enrollment. Needs to have at least 1 copper. The enrollment tree without spillovers have to be 25, and the 2 team tree has to be 25 people too. So as you are moving to a higher rank, the numbers are changing. So let's take just Ruby. So Ruby has to personally enroll 15 people, place 2 on the left, 2 on the right. 6 lines of enrollment have to have at least 2 coppers, okay? And who is a copper? Copper is a member who sponsored 2 and placed 1 on the left, 1 on the right, okay? And so Ruby, now enrollment tree needs to have 200 people, and 2 team tree that includes spillovers needs to have 400 people, okay? So we will share with you this PDF file. We will post it to your members area as well, and you will see, you will get acquainted with that. You don't have to memorize or understand it right now, but this is just a good start for you to understand the new requirements for ranks and how the new compensation plan works, okay? Let's move. Now, this chart just to show you that one of the major rank is gold, right? because with gold, you can start, so you, again, any rank can get a custom acquisition bonus. Any rank can get tier 1 and tier 2 cycles as long as you have 4 on large elect, 2 on the small elect, how it builds your cycle, right? And and gold also can collect on 3 generation bonus on 3 generations. And please don't get intrigued or confused, because it might sound a little bit complicated, but as we explain it here, and we'll post you another very detailed video with graphics, and we'll give you these PDF files, it will all make sense to you, okay? So this is just a very simple introductions for you. So this chart just shows you a gold, okay? So a gold has to personally enroll 5 people. So the green ones, they show you these are personally enrolled. He plays 3 on the left, 2 on the right. And to become a gold, you have to place 2 on the left, 2 on the right. So this requirement is also fulfilled, right? And now you can see, so this gold basically has 5 lines of enrollment. So LOE, do you remember? I was referring in the previous slide. So you can see, so it starts with your personally enrolled. So in this case, this is 1 line, 2nd line, 3rd line, 4th and 5th. This is just the example, because your tree doesn't really go that way. It goes all down like this, right? But this is just for you so you understand it better. And we said that to be gold, you need to have, let's just go back for a second. Okay. Okay, here we go. So to be a gold, again, you need to have 5 personally enrolled, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and you need to have at least 1 copper in 3 lines of enrollment. And let's go back again to this chart where we explained the gold rank. So you can see, so we need to have at least 3 LOE, lines of enrollment. In this case, we have 5, right, that have copper. In this line, this personally sponsored is a copper, okay? In this line, this personally sponsored is not a copper, but this starts this gold line of enrollment, so LOE, and the copper is there, okay? So 1, 2, and we need 1 more, the 3rd one. In this example, again, the personally sponsored is not a copper, but he sponsored a copper, okay? Or a copper is here in this LOE, line of enrollment. So this is just a chart that explains you the requirements to become a gold, okay? So we went over this already. So there is 2 definitions, right? Enrollment tree and also the 2-team tree. So enrollment tree starts with you personally enrolled people who sponsored who. The 2-team tree, it includes everything and anything below you, so all spillovers, your personally enrolled, who's they sponsored, and so on, okay? So this is the difference between two trees. You will still see the same tree, okay? But system, when will assign a rank to you, it will be checked. Do you have 25? So let's say if you qualify for gold, system will be checking, do you have 25 in your enrollment tree, okay? So for gold, you need to have 25 in your enrollment tree and 25 in your 2-team tree. So basically, if you do have, and you have 5 personally sponsored, and you have 3 lines of enrollment that have at least 1 copper, you are gold. So this is amazing, okay? Let's move next. So let's start with the first bonus. So that was basically in my, I explained to you how new ranks work and what are the requirements to the ranks, because again, the current compensation plans that we have right now and the way you achieve rank, it's all based on how much commissions you made, right? The new ranks are not, they are not directly connected to how much commissions you made, but more how you and your team work together on the effort of the whole team, okay? So the first bonus that we were talking about, let's go back to that chart, it's the customer acquisition bonus, okay? So let's go back here. The customer acquisition bonus will remain the way it is right now. You enroll a new member, a new user, and we are paying you 200% commissions from the monthly $9.97, okay? This is your customer acquisition bonus. If it was a yearly payment, which is $99.97, we will pay you 50% on that, okay? We will also pay you a 25% if your new enrollment, newly enrolled member, became a VIP, or any other future subscription that we might offer to our affiliates, right? And we will still pay you 25 residual commissions on a customer, which means if you had not a reseller, okay, we will pay you 200% in the first month, and then 25% ongoing, okay? What I wanted just to tell you that 25% match check is being removed from the customer acquisition bonus, okay? Because right now we are paying 200% to the original sponsor, and then 25% is split between the rest of the upline. But because we introduce so many new bonus, you don't even need that 25% match check, okay? Let's move on. So this was a customer acquisition bonus. And again, we will have all your questions answered right after the webinar, so no worries here. Now, this is very exciting. This is probably my favorite bonus, which is the binary plus check match. A very generous, starting with 25%, 50%, and 100% check match on a cycles. Can you just imagine how powerful it is? So let's just do a short recap. We will have tier 1 cycles and tier 2 cycles. And the way cycles are built, just the same ways. To build the cycles, it takes 6 members in your downline. So as long as they are paid and active, okay? System does not take into calculation suspended and canceled accounts. So 4 in larger leg, 2 in shorter leg, and you build a cycle of 6. And the difference between tier 1 and tier 2 is just how much we pay per cycle, okay? Of course, for tier 2 cycles, we will pay more than we are paying for tier 1 cycle, okay? So starting with platinum, you can collect tier 2 cycles. Starting with sapphire, just see how powerful it is. Tier 2 cycles plus 25% match check. This is amazing. So let's say you collected, you are sapphire, you collected your own 100 cycle, and someone in your team, you're personally enrolled, also collected 100 cycle, right? It's just the example. The numbers could be way higher. So you will have your own 100 cycles, plus you will collect 25 additional cycles from that your personally enrolled customer member, user, let's say like this. And it will, so 100 your own cycles plus 25% of from your personally enrolled. And the higher your rank, of course, the match check is high. Just imagine on a diamond, double, triple, blue, red, and black diamond, you get 100% of match check. So if anybody from your personally enrolled collected 1,000 cycles, you will get additionally 1,000 cycles to your own cycles. How powerful it is, huh? There is a match cap, okay? So please pay attention to these numbers. There is still a match cap to the cycles. So let me just give you an example. If Black Diamond can collect 100% of match check on cycles, and somebody from his team made 25,000, okay? He will still make 20,000 because there is a cap, okay? Hopefully this is clear, and hopefully you are getting excited as I'm explaining to you, because this is very powerful, okay? So we covered the customer acquisition bonus, which is basically remains the way it is right now. We covered cycles, okay? And our current compensation plan just stops here. And I just started, okay? The new compensation plan just started. Now let's move to another one. So what is generations? This is just a simple slide that shows you what rank can collect on how many generations, and what is generation, how much we are paying for the generation, okay? So let's just see. Gold can collect on 3 generations. So let's go here. Up to 10 generations of gold on both, right? 2.5% per generation. What that means? That means that if your generation, and I will cover it cover it more detailed, okay? I have few slides for this, for you to understand. If you have a generation, let's say, of just 100 people, okay, 100 people, you will be collecting 2.5% from every single transaction that these people are paying to us, right? Just imagine. This is like collecting 2.5%, let's say, on thousands of people. This is just do a simple math. It's very, very powerful. Now, platinum also on 3 generations, sapphire on 4, emerald on 5. So you can see all together we can have only 10 generations, okay? So in depth, it could be only 10 generation. In width, it could be unlimited generation. And what I'm trying to say by that, you can have unlimited number of generation 2, unlimited numbers of generation 3, and so on. And I will explain that, okay? This next slide will give you now the understanding what generations are. So let's imagine this is just a little branch of your tree. As you know, your tree could be very, very wide, right? Deep and wide. The wider your tree, the better it is for you, because most likely you will have many, many, many branches like this one. So this is just a little branch of your tree with where you can collect generations on, okay? So generation starts, and again, we will share with you this PDF file where you don't have to understand completely everything right now. That you will go on your own and read all this terminology, and you try to understand, and kind of that it sits in your mind, that it gives you a more clear picture, okay? So generation starts with the gold. So let's say you are gold, you just rank up, you became gold. So you start your first generation, okay? So you have 2 legs, one on the left, one on the left, one on the right, right? You have, let's say, 500 people here and 1,000 here, okay? And none of these 500 and 1,000, nobody of them is a gold. So because you became a gold, you start generation, your own generation first, okay? You will be collecting 2.5% from every single subsequent order of those 500, as I said in my example, and another 1,000 people, 2.5 on a monthly basis. As long as they are paying us, we are going to pay 2.5%. You just do the math. Just imagine that. Just look at your tree. Look at your tree after this webinar, and you will see how many people are below you. How many people? So now, you know, we were asked so many times, how do I make money on all these people that are not my personally enrolled, but I can see all these people. So now, not only cycles, because all these people build you cycles. So not only cycles, not only match check on cycles. Now, generation as well. So second way to make money on what you can see underneath of you, it's the generations, okay? So again, you became gold, you started your first generation, okay? This is just a little portion of how your tree may look. This is just an example for you so you understand. So as you can see, between gold 1 and gold 2, so this is just example compressed. So you have 4 people here, 11 here, 5 here, 7 here, and so on. So in reality, it could be hundreds and thousands of people between the generations, right? Because you can see in this particular example, we have 11 generations here, which this one, and again, we can have only 10 generations. So you will be collecting, so you gold, you started first generation. Gold can, if I go to the previous slide here, gold can collect on 3 generations, right? So you as a gold, let me go back to this slide. You start your first generation, okay? In this particular example, you will collect 2.5% from all of these resellers, okay? So let's imagine this used to be all your first generation, okay? Now, the second generation appears once somebody from generation 1. So let's imagine this is all just generation 1. Once you have another gold, it starts your second generation, okay? So in this particular example, this is just the example so you understand. In 4 resellers, you received a new gold. Okay, so this is your second generation. So first generation, second generation. Then once somebody from the second generation becomes gold, it's your third generation, okay? And let's move to another slide because it will explain it even more better. Like I have a visual tree here. So again, you became gold. You started your own generations. In this particular example, on your left leg, okay, someone rank up and became gold. So this one started your second generation right away. But in reality, you can have like hundreds of people, thousands of people, right, new people, and they are not gold. And by gold, I mean anybody who is gold or higher, right? So they could be coppers, bronze, and you will be collecting 2.5% from a single subsequent orders of those people as long as they stay active and pay, right? In your right leg, so this is your still generation one, and let's say it's not one person, so one, and there could be hundreds. So you will be collecting 2.5% from every single subsequent order of every single of those members. Then let's imagine this was still the generation first, okay? Now, in generation first, someone became a gold or higher, so gold. He started your second generation, okay? And this person also ranked up and became gold. So even though your generation first, in this particular example, became smaller, you're still collecting commissions. And see, when I told you that you can have unlimited number of generation widths-wise, in this particular example, you can see that you have two generations too. See, two generations too. Then you have, as somebody becomes a gold in generation 2, it's your third generation. And you can see 1, 2, 3 generation. And the wider your tree is, the more possibility that you will have as many second generation, third generation, if you're Sapphire, fourth generation, and so on, okay? Now, let's go to another slide. So we talk with you about the customer acquisition bonus, about the tier 1, tier 2 cycles, and how the match check works on cycles. We talked about the generation. Now, what is very interesting, there is another bonus, a dynamic compression. And I will explain, this is a very exciting bonus, okay? So you can see, starting with the Sapphire. Sapphire can collect on the 4th generation and also can collect bonus on dynamic compression, okay? Now, let's take Ruby. Ruby can collect on 6th generation and be a part of the dynamic compression as well. And let me move to that chart where I will go more detailed about what dynamic compression is. So remember, gold, you're gold. You can collect on 3 generations, right? So you became gold, you start your 1st generation. So in this particular example, this is you, you're gold. So 1st generation, this is your 2nd generation, this is your 3rd generation. But in this particular example, there is one more, the 4th generation left. But since you are gold, and gold can collect only on 3 generations, what system is supposed to do that? We are not keeping it. We are going to find another sponsor above you who can collect on 4th generations, okay? And who can also be a part in the dynamic compression. And let me just move to another slide because I do have some arrows pointing. This will help you to understand. Again, remember, you're gold, and gold can collect on 3 generations. So you became gold, you started your 1st generation. So this is you, okay? So 1st generation, 2nd generation, 3rd generation, okay? You are collecting 2.5% on every single subsequent order on all these people. In this example, it's just 3 people, but you can have thousands of people between you and this gold. Hundreds of people between this gold and this gold. So this is just the example to show you how generations are working. So basically, you will collect 25. We are talking about only $9.97, which is the monthly fee, right? So you will be pocketing what, 25 cents? And just imagine there is thousands of people and you will be getting 25 cents on each of them. Like just imagine how powerful it is, right? Now, so you go first, second, third. This is your generation that you're collecting commissions on, 2.5% from every single subsequent order, right? If there is a VIP subscription, some of between them and they are paying us whatever the monthly fee is, $39.97, you will get 2.5% from that too. Now, underneath there is fourth generation, fifth generation, sixth, and seventh. US gold, you cannot collect that because gold can collect on 3 generations only, right? So this is your fourth generation. What system is going to do? System is going to look above you to the next sponsor who is entitled, who can collect commissions on the fourth generation and who can collect commissions on dynamic compression. Let me go back real quick to this chart here. Okay, so look at this chart. So remember, gold can collect only on 3 generations. It cannot be a part of dynamic compression. Platinum cannot be a part of the dynamic compression. But here we have sapphire that can collect bonus on 4 generations, plus can get a dynamic compression. So let's go to this chart again. And on this chart really explains well how the dynamic compression works. So again, you're gold, here you are. You start generation first, second, third. So you have 3 generations you are collecting commissions on, okay? Now this is 4th generation of yours. Since you cannot collect on it, system will look. So in this particular case, do you remember the previous slide I told you that sapphire can collect on 4th generation plus the dynamic compression? So 4th of yours will go to the sapphire that above you. So dynamic compression, it does not happen physically like you won't see it in your tree, but what is basically happening, system will compress you, like skip you, and give this 4th of yours because you cannot collect on that to the sapphire. So sapphire can collect on 4th generation. This is sapphire. So sapphire starts his own generation first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And he gets additional 4th generation from you, which you couldn't collect. Just imagine. And in this particular example, we don't show that this could be hundreds of people between you and this gold. This could be thousands of people between this gold and this gold. But in reality, it could be way, way better, okay? So let's go to the triple black diamond. Let's see. It's a black diamond. Okay. Black diamond can collect bonus on 10 generations plus a dynamic compression. And let's go back to the previous slide. Again, this is the black diamond, 10 generations. So there is no more than 10 generations. You can have unlimited generations like 9, 8, 7 in width, but only 10 generation in depth, okay? So he starts his own 1st generation. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he collects 2.5% on every single user, reseller that could be between him and this gold, between this gold and sapphire. And we are talking about thousands and thousands of people, right? 2.5% on every single subsequent order. As long as these resellers are paying us, we're gonna pay 2.5% to this black diamond. Now, you collected 1, 2, 3. The 4th one, as we in the previous explanation went to this sapphire. Now you have the 5th one. What do we do? Sapphire cannot collect it because sapphire can only collect on 4th generation. Okay. This gold cannot collect it because this gold would collect 1, 2, 3, right? So system will basically compress all of the, shrink it. Not literally, you won't see it. It's just for you to explain. And take, so 1, 2, 3, 4, your 5th, and we'll give to this one, right? To the black diamond. Now your 6th will give to this black diamond. This one will also go to them. So this black diamond, he already collected 2.5% from all of this because they fall into his 10th generation. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, he already collected 2.5% from every single subsequent order. of all the resellers that may be here. And he will collect again from this generation and this generation additionally 2.5%, because you couldn't, as your gold, you couldn't collect, Sapphire couldn't collect, this gold couldn't collect, so they all compress to the first one who could collect it. Just imagine how powerful it is, okay? And again, this is a very simple, this is just another chart that explains basically the same. It's this chart doesn't show you that between this gold and this, it could be hundreds, thousands, 10,000s of people, okay? And you may say that 2.5%, like 25 cents, if this is a 997 chart, is not a lot, but if you take thousands of people, it's going to be pretty impressive bonus for you, okay? So we covered custom acquisition bonus, we covered tier 1 cycle, tier 2, and med check on cycles. We covered generational bonuses. So again, generational bonuses starts with gold. Once you become gold, you start your generation 1. Once someone from your generation 1 becomes a gold, starts a generation 2. Someone from generation 2 becomes a gold, it's your generation 3, and so on. And you can have 10 generation debts and unlimited generations of 2, 3, 4, 5 in widths, okay? Now we covered dynamic compression. Now the next very exciting, it's a rank pool bonus. And you know, previously people with our current compensation plans was like, what do I get if I rank up from bronze to copper? So the way it was designed, we couldn't really add more to that, right? Because mostly payment were going into the residual commissions and into the binary. But now with the new system, it's, so see, starting with the Sapphire, so we have 9 ranks that participate in the rank pool bonuses. So as you are ranking up, you are getting more and more and more benefits, right? We will pay 1%, so total 9% will go into all bonuses. So we put 1%, let's say, in Sapphire, okay? And let's just take even number, okay? So $10,000 that we are putting into Sapphire. And let's say we have, again, just an even number so you understand, 10 Sapphires. So that $10,000 will be divided between 10 Sapphires, so each of them will get $1,000, okay? If there is only one black diamond, just imagine, and we put $10,000 there, so he will collect all $10,000 at the bonus pool. So you want to be in that rank before anybody else. So the less people you share it with, the more your bonus will be. I hope this makes sense, and I hope this is exciting for you. And the last one, very important bonus is the leadership bonus. And again, I said it previously, you know, people are always asking, how do I collect, how do I make more? How can I benefit from all this downline that I can see underneath? So you can see in 3 ways already. So tier 1, tier 2 cycles plus cycle match, right? Because all the downline that you see below you will participate in your cycles, will build your cycles. Then generational bonuses, I mean, and dynamic compression. And now the last one is the leadership bonus that you are still collecting. So just imagine how powerful it is. In 4 ways from the same downline that you see underneath of you, you can collect in 4 ways more money, okay? So this is nothing really to understand. This is basically just a formula that you can read on your own. Basically, system will take your lesser leg and your larger leg. It will take the volume, and I'm talking about the dollar amounts, right? How much was made in this leg, how much was made in the large legs, and it will take, so this bonus can participate rubies. It starts with rubies, okay? And ruby the payout percentage is 0.25, diamond, double diamond, 0.50, triple diamond 1%, blue diamond 2%, red diamond 3%, black diamond 4%. So let's say you are black diamond, okay? So system will check your lesser leg, and it calculates your lesser leg, it calculates your larger leg, okay? So it take your lesser leg amount, the volume from lesser leg, it will multiply. So if you are black diamond, 6, and then it will multiply it on percentage. In your case, if you're blue diamond, it's 4%, okay? So you can see just example here. So if you are blue diamond with 75,000 less leg volume, okay? So you are who? Blue diamond, it will multiply it on 2 payout percent, okay? And then it will multiply it also on the strong leg multiplier. In your case, it's 5%. So the total will be additional bonus $7,500. So just imagine, from the same downline that you see below you, how much you can benefit from it. This is a very, very, very generous compensation plan. We've been designing it and working on it so you hardworking people can benefit as much as you just can from all possible bonuses that we generously offer to you. So that was a pleasure explaining it to you. And again, don't get confused, don't get triggered that, oh, I don't understand. This is confusing, because the most simplest plan, which you see for the first time, it will be confusing for you. But I promise you, once we give you this PDF, once we reply to all your questions, once our professional video is coming along that will explain very, very detailed how everything works, it will be very, very clear for you. So thank you so much. And we are here to reply to all your questions.
As Yves said, first of all, really well done, Yves. But as Yves said, the first time she saw the comp plan, she's like, oh my God, how am I going to ever understand this? And now she understands it perfectly. So well done, Yves. Guys, let's give her an electronic applause because she worked really, really hard, not only on the presentation.
I just see, like watching to my own video, I said, I see that I have to correct myself, like in the leadership bonus. I said that the last one, there is a payout percentage and multiplier, but in both ways I said that it's a percentage. So anyway, I apologize for that. And also I see that I said that any rank can collect cycles, but cycles actually starting with copper. Bronze cannot collect cycles. Bronze can only collect the customer acquisition bonus. That's it. Thank you so much. Okay, here we are. And let's see if it's what was complicated, where's the confusion. And also, so what I wanted to say, after this webinar, when you log into your members areas and you go to my business section, and it will be the very last section, we added your new rank per new compensation plan. But please don't panic, because some of you will see you rank up quite a bit. Some of you might see that you dropped something, okay? But you will see also explanation what is missing for you or what it needs to be done for you to rank up. And we did it because we always think about our affiliates. That's why we did it like 2 weeks before we started the new compensation plan. So you have enough time to learn it, to see, okay, I'm missing here this, I'm missing placement, I'm missing this. So you can really work towards the goal to reach that rank so you can maximize your commissions.
Okay, Yves. I'm going to share my screen just to show people exactly where they can see that new rank in the members area. With I'll just use a demo account, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, so here we are, guys. Okay, once you log into your members area right here, okay, what you're going to do is you're going to click on My Business. Well, let me just come right back to when you first log in. This is what it looks like. You're going to come to My Business, and at the bottom, we purposely kind of put it here for now because we didn't want people putting in a bunch of help desk tickets. But once you click here, now this is a demo account, so there's not going to be any rank here. There's nobody in this downline or whatever, but it will give you your rank, and then it will give you the instructions of what you need to rank up from there.
Sorry for cutting you, Joel, but see here. So you are bronze, right? Right now, because this is a dummy account, I don't know even how it's bronze, but anyway. See rank up recommendation for copper. You see, it says at the moment your placement is left zero, right? Yeah. So you need to place your personally enrolled members as follows: left leg one, right leg one. So once you hit it, okay, you are copper. So you really need to pay attention to the recommendation, and yeah, you go from there. And for your convenience, we place the chart underneath that shows you what's needed for each rank. Okay, and then explanations of what that means, copper per line of enrollment, what the enrollment tree means, what the 2-team user tree means. So just go over it. You have enough time. If you have any questions, you can post tickets. We will reply to them.
So again, guys, once you log in, go here, go to my business, and then the last tab right here, new comp plan rank. That's where you can get it. And don't put in please don't put in a bunch of help desk tickets. Why am I this rank or whatever? We'll do. This is just the beginning of getting the whole thing out there. We'll make sure you have the PDF. The recording, we're going to do it in all languages. We're also doing webinars in the other languages because we are expanding and growing in many languages right now. So, okay. Let's see. Is there any questions?
We might not see many questions because people are kind of protesting it. It takes time to, like, I was so repeating myself so many times in the video because I really wanted to make sure you understand it well, right?
Okay.
For me, I see that cycles, match on cycles is very powerful. Generational bonuses is very powerful. Rank up, I mean, every single one is very powerful. So this is, Will, I hope this really gets you excited, to push harder to see where you can be in a month, what your rank will be tomorrow. And also with the new compensation plan, the ranks will be updated every 24 hours. So, it will give you a clear picture where you're standing. And if someone, like, let's say, canceled or got suspended, you know what to do, right? Or where you missing people in what requirement. So yeah, just pay attention to that.
Yeah. So again, just to be clear, David says here, the ranks used to be based on the amount of income you're making. It's completely different now. We keep the ranks the same, but the qualifications are different. With the simulations that we did, okay, and I'm just going to be really honest with everybody, most people ranked up. Some people ranked down, and I'll be very honest with you, because they didn't do a whole lot, but they got into Gotbackup at the right time, or they had one rock star in their downline. But because they didn't do a lot, they might have 3,000, 4,000 people in their downline, but they only referred one person. Well, they're not going to rank up, they're going to rank down. But that's a good thing. Why? It's called leaving money on the table or fear of missing out. If there's somebody here and goes, damn, all I need to do is place one more person on my right side and I'm going to rank up to the next level and start getting cycle bonuses, what are they going to do? They're going to get to work. The comp plan was designed to get people to get to work. And when they do get to work, their income exponentially grows. Okay. And I can't tell you enough, guys, over the year, because I spend most of my day either with the dev team on the actual product, or I'm meeting with leadership around the world, potential leaders to join Gotbackup. I lost at least 65% of true leaders. We're talking people that have made 7 and 8 figures in the industry because we didn't have these bonuses. They just said, I know I can go to diamond in a day, but there's not enough money in it for me. Okay. And so now we've got many leaders because the product itself was always a no-brainer. Who doesn't want to back up every single device that they have for them and 5 other family members, unlimited devices, 6 terabytes of space for $10? It's a no-brainer. There's absolutely no price objections, right? Everybody can afford $10. But where we lost substantial amount of growth is, again, I've met with leader after leader after leader after leader. And when they looked at our old comp plan, they're like, this is an affiliate program. This isn't a network marketing opportunity. And if you have no bonuses as I rank up, I'm not interested. That's just being honest with you guys. So we're graduating from an affiliate company to a true network marketing company, guys, and it's absolutely going to explode.
Again, this plan was designed in making all it possible to make you as much income as possible, because if you are doing well, then we are doing well as well. So this is, we made it like, I don't think there could be any more generous plan as this one.
Yeah. So again, let's just get to more of the questions now, Eve.
Yeah.
So do you have to start all over again? No, not at all. Your downline is still your
You're
downline.
in good position. You just need to see if you have enough personally enrolled, if you place them right correctly. You just again just check your rank, and it will give you a good understanding where you stand it at. We showed you how many you have in your enrollment tree, in your total tree, how many personally enrolled, if you have enough coppers in your lines of enrollment. So that will show you completely, like very detailed. Will show you who's, and we also show you so we will show you how many people have, so lines of enrollment start with you, right? You personally sponsored someone, that person's personally sponsored, so it starts with you. So we showed you even usernames who are coppers, who have coppers in your down, so you know where to go, who to work with to help them, right? And let's just focus, because I don't want people to think that these ranks are like really hard to achieve, or it's something that you can, like, let's just pull the last slide of this PPT. Let me just go. Okay, so what you truly should not like fear, can I achieve this rank, or get overwhelmed. What you truly have to focus on really four benchmarks: copper, 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 copper. You have to help your personally enrolled become coppers, and it's how it starts. So it's very, very simple.
Is that it?
How does okay, there is a like this. So how does the yearly
Yeah,
plan?
but wait. You just can you just, not to be rude or anything, but can you
Sorry.
pull that away, because you missed about 7 questions above
Oh,
that question.
sorry. Okay. Sorry.
So, with Francis, with your question, I to reignite them, I would simply send, as soon as you get off YouTube here, there's going to be an automatic replay. So I would definitely send them the replay. In your members area, you have access to everybody's information to reach out to them. So,
What what Francis is asking, because so if it's a suspended account, all they have to do, they will have just to log in and pay. They will see the payment page. If it's a cancel account, we usually, there is a limitation where we allow to reactivate cancel account or not, because some people tend to abuse that. So that is we need to see if we can reactivate that account or not. But suspended accounts are very easily reactivated as long as they log in and pay their fee.
Exactly. Okay. Go ahead with the next question. Okay, here we go. So this one came up next. How does the yearly plan and the monthly plan affect bonuses? Guys, here's where I made a mistake. Okay. In the past, what I realized is people like consistency. So before, as you guys know, our cycles, what we paid per cycle varied on our profits. So if we got an exceptionally high amount of yearly members, at the end of that month, the cycles would be higher because we got all the yearly members. But then all of a sudden, the following month, let's say we didn't get nearly as many yearly members and monthly members, well, then what we paid per cycle went down. And that really frustrated people. So as we get yearly members, okay, we're spreading out those bonuses over the year to keep consistency. Because I learned very quickly, if somebody gets like a $4,000 check one month, and then the next month there wasn't many yearlies that came in, so it dropped to 3,200. That's obviously not a good thing, right? So, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to address the same question. So with yearly bonus, do you remember when I said in generations that you're collecting 2.5%? So if you had, let's see, it's a renewal yearly charge. So, and it happened to be that a person in your generation, that you will collect 2.5% from $99.97. Does it make sense? Same applies to if they have a VIP subscription, right? So this is mostly for, I'm talking about the generational bonuses. Okay, let's see. Joy's asking, is the PowerPoint in the back office? Yes, sir. We put it in the back office as well as the video, which I did. But again, that video is for you to get acquainted, introduced, understanding. But our video editor, GB, he's coming with a very, very, very professional and detailed plan where we will place it on our main website, in your members, where you will be able to share it with anybody, and it will explain even like way better.
Okay, just looking for questions here. Let's see what Bruce says.
No, this I know this one work like that. If one personally enrolled people drops out, do the people they enrolled no, they will still be in your generational bonus. You will still collect the cycles on them. You will still collect the leadership if you of course qualify for all of that, right? But they personally enrolled will not become your personal enrolled. It does not work that way.
Guys, just wanted to point out in the text chat, I put a direct link to the PowerPoint that you can download again. The video. So right now, guys, this is the beginning. So like, just as an example, I was on WhatsApp with some of our leaders in Spanish and Italian. This is just day one. We can't do a webinar for all 5 languages in one shot. It would be a nightmare trying to speak in Italian and German and English and French and Spanish, right? So the pro video, what, JB probably done in another week or so, Eve? So the video will come out, and that pro video, which explains with animation and graphics what we explained tonight, will be out in the next week, and we will have that video out in English, Spanish, Italian, French, so on and so forth, okay?
Absolutely, Francis Kiko. All you have to do is just focus on 4 benchmarks. Like, don't overthink it. Don't overload your mind with like, oh, what do I do here? What do I do? Just focus on this. Copper is the first simplest rank that you have to. So you have to help your downline to become coppers. And it's very simple. If you think to become a copper, you just need to personally enroll 2 people, place them one on the left, one on the right. Like, it's very, very, very doable for anybody.
Yeah. Again, so, one on the left, one on the right, and then that's all you focus on. And the difference is now team building, helping those people do the same thing. Okay. So again, the only people that we saw that kind of ranked down were people that had maybe 1 really or 2 really good people in their downline that built them thousands in their team, but they personally didn't do a whole lot. They maybe referred 1 person, which means they're only bronze. But now it's going to incentivize them because they go, man, if I go from bronze to copper, my income's like going to double. And then when I go to the next rank, my income's going to double again. And then when I go to the next rank again, my income's going to double again. What does that do? It gets people to get to work. And the only way, and we will be going to $1 billion brand, is by getting people to go to work, not people going, oh, well, I'll let my team build my downline for you. We all hear that, right? So it's a very, very lucrative compensation plan that focuses on the one thing that gets people to take action. And this is just a psychological fact, which is the fear of loss. You want proof of that? We've all had a boyfriend or girlfriend that dumped us, and then, oh my God, I want him back so bad. I didn't know if I loved him, but I loved him so much, right? So it's a compensation plan where people get incentivized by saying, man, if I go to copper or from bronze to copper, then copper to gold, like my income's just exponentially growing every time I get to a new level. That's where a lot of people with our old comp plan go, man, I'm just promoting and promoting and promoting, and my income's going up slightly linearly, right? Now your income's going to grow exponentially with each rank. Does that make sense, everybody? Do you see any other questions while I was talking there, Eve, that you want to put up there?
I'm looking.
Okay. Yes, Bruce, this goes live July 1st, correct. So keep in mind, we pay binary commissions around the 5th of July for June. So that still will happen like as though it was June. So when we start doing commission payments, especially the binary, that will happen on August 5th. But the new comp plan, starts on July 1st.
Yeah, because the new plan, in August, we will be calculating all 7 bonuses customer acquisition bonus is, you can see it right away in your member server, right? Once you enroll the person, a new user. But the rest 6 bonuses will be calculated in the same day in August. We will have to pick the date, which date is going to be, because directly depending on our bank statements. So whenever banks are releasing statements to us, we can calculate bonuses judging on the profit that we made there, right? So we will have to pick a date and we will keep you posted about that. And again, the payouts will be still on Friday. I believe the same day, the same they are right now. And on July 5th, we will still calculate binary for June as per our current compensation plan, okay?
So, Sam's link. We will add more and more as we can to that simulation model where I showed you earlier of what your income could. It's not there now, but we will add as much detail as we can as the data grows on. Hey, this is what the average, sapphire is making. This is what the average gold is making, because it comes into the next question. If I recruited 1,000 people all in level one, first of all, there is no level one, Ron, because you can only have 2 people on your first level. So the next person would go under that person, the next person would go under that person. It's impossible to say exactly what you make, because what if those 1,000 people each refer 1 people? What if those 1,000 people do absolutely nothing, right? So that's why you need just simulations. It's impossible to give you an amount at all, because there's a million different factors. Some people are going to get to work, some aren't going to get to work, some might drop out, whatever the case may be, right? So we will, as we gather more and more data around the new comp plan, in that section of rank recognition, be able to give you more detailed information of what an approximation of what you can expect to make. But we don't have that data yet, so we can't certainly tell you right now. We're going to need probably 4 or 5 months of the new comp plan going live to say our average sapphire is making this, our average diamond's making this, that kind of stuff, if that makes sense.
This is a good question from Luis. So it's not really binary. That's correct. We want to say it's the 2-team plan, right? It's all based on 2-team plan.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Exactly. As you guys know, in a binary, you're kind of focused on keeping it 4 and 2. With the leadership, with the dynamic compression and so forth, you're getting paid on everybody. It doesn't matter if you're balancing the legs or not. So yeah, you're absolutely right. It's more of a 2-team compensation plan. Correct, Lou? Okay. Just looking for questions. Exactly, Tessa, right? It doesn't motivate. I love what Tessa says here. It wasn't motivating people to get to the next rank, because as they ranked up, there was just a little bump in commissions. Now each rank is going to exponentially grow their commissions, which is going to what? Incentivize people to get to the next rank. This compensation plan is absolutely going to explode because it's getting the right people to get to work. Go ahead, Yves.
This is correct. 25% we will still pay on customers only. So people who didn't choose to be resellers, who are not added to your downline tree. So we still want you to benefit from those, right? Because they are not counting towards your cycle. So that there we will still pay 25, but we cannot pay anymore because we are paying like 75%. So adding residual 25 to all the bonuses, we would pay ourselves out. So we just had to allocate funds into bonuses. So yeah, you get 200% and you are no longer going to get 25% residual, because again, those money that money is going into the bonuses.
No, they don't. They don't, Mauricio. That would be a violation of Privacy Act.
Exactly.
What he's saying is if you have a certain amount of leads in your lead capture system, will they go to the next person? No, but we still market to those people for you. So
I think Horatio, if I pronounce the name correct, if not, I'm so sorry. Because Bruce, he asked previously that if you are my personally enrolled and you enroll 10 people and you canceled your account or suspended, will those 10 people of yours become my personal enrolled? They will not. They will not. This is the compensation plan is very, very generous, is very lucrative, but you have to do some work. We cannot just, this will just, I believe this will just create the expectations of people, right? Just hoping that somebody will cancel and those members will roll as your personal that would qualify you for this or that rank.
Yeah, correct. Kim says it's all pretty clear. That's good, guys. If you walk away with a
Sorry.
40%, that's okay.
Oh, I removed something.
Yeah, you did. That's okay.
Oh, sorry.
So my point is, guys, if you get like 40% of this on the first round right now, that's really good. I invite you to watch the replay again. We'll definitely be doing some more webinars when JB's professional video comes out. That's going to be even more explanatory because he's going to be using a lot of graphics. Like he's just an amazing videographer, so that's going to help out as well.
Well, not so many questions, which makes me very excited because it does look like it's not that complicated that I thought.
They count for the year. If you have somebody pay for the, sorry, Eve, if you have somebody pay for the year, that's one on your left, one on your right for the year. If that's what that question means.
I don't think this is what the person is asking for. Downlines that pay annual, will they be counted towards the two team? So two team tree, it's everything that you see below you, right? And the enrollment tree, it starts with you. So if this is a yearly personal enrolled by yours, so it will be counted basically in both cases if we understand your questions correct. If not, I'm so sorry, but we will get addressed everything, okay?
Yeah, we still pay every Friday. Absolutely. Exactly. Nothing changed there.
So every Friday will be paid the customer acquisition bonus, right? Because this is the only bonus that will be paid weekly.
Well, unless you have customers, that will be paid weekly
as well. Yes, but the bonuses like generational leadership bonuses, like cycles, it will be paid only once a month because they will be calculated only once a month.
Any other questions, folks, before we call it a night?
Yes, Nazra, I just explained this to already. Yes, so 25 direct commissions will be still on the customer, the person who did not enroll to be a reseller. Okay, so basically that customer is not added to a downline tree, and in this case we will be paying you 25% on a monthly basis as long as as this person stays active, right? But there will be no more 25 because we can't do all the bonuses and keep.
No, we can't do 25% bonus, 25% direct. That's 50% paid out right away.
Exactly, and then add another 7 bonuses.
And when we analyzed it, and Randy was absolutely right, there was thousands and thousands of people that we were paying $2 to $5 to. $2 to $5.
It's not changing anybody's life. It's not affecting anything.
And okay, $2 to $5 if they get to 4 people and they break even at $10. Guys, this is not a $150 a month program, right? So to break even and get my $10 back is not life-changing, right? There was some challenges with the comp plan that we had before because it's only $997. But by doing it this way and getting people to get to work, the right people who actually work the program can make 5 and 6 figures per month. There's no doubt about that. With the old comp plan, it was going to be almost impossible to get. We had many people making 4 figures, but very few, only 1 or 2 making 5 figures. And we felt that to be very unfair because the people that were making the 5 figures, like top end 4 figures, they were working the hardest by far. This is not a comp plan for people to get in and go, okay, I'll just sit there and hope something happens. No, this is a comp plan designed to get to work. And let's face it, guys, work on your sales skills, get on the trainings every Saturday with Chris and Tammy, because it's not very hard to convince somebody to back up all of their family stuff for less than $10 a month. There's zero price objections, okay? It's not like you talk to somebody and go, Let me talk to my significant other to see if we can afford that in our budget right now.
Exactly. $9 is a $9.
So we had to take that 25% somewhere and allocate it to the right people, if that makes sense. Okay. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of other questions, guys.
Well,
And,
Annie,
we're going on an hour and a half. What?
I just wanted to say to Annie, thank you for being here and watching us. It's a little bit longer webinar. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, exactly, guys. One last thing. Do you know anybody who owns a phone and computer? That's your customer.
Right. And
Great
there's
point,
like
Bruce.
99% of the population, right? Like
And
now,
Nick, I will be, and Nick, can you put in a help desk ticket? Because I'm planning to go see my father. I know Chris and Tammy knows, but let's do an event right in Gatineau. That would be awesome, and Nick. So Nick's asking, absolutely, let's do it. Okay, I'm not going to, no more long-windedness. Thank you, Eve, for the great explanation. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you to everybody who sees our vision of going to $1 billion with this, because we're completely unique. Have an awesome, amazing, wonderful night. And this is just the beginning. We'll have some pro videos. We'll have more stuff for you so that it's 100% clear for July 1st. Have an awesome day, everybody.
so very much. So very much. Thank you so much. We love you all. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.